Welcome back, everybody, for match number 4 as we're moving along into the Rival League. We've got another spicy one on tap here. As I'm Rockerman, joined back again by Grebsy. We're back in the booth for another one here as Blaze takes on Lightspeed. Grebsy, this is going to be a spicy one. Both these teams coming off of different results in their first playing tournament matchup, but they should be ready to go tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And last time these teams played each other, it was a 1-3 win for Blaze. So we'll see if they can continue that going forward. That said, both teams high up in the demo department as far as stats go. So this could be very aggressive and, as you said, very spicy.
Yeah, it definitely could. As let's take a quick look at the playoff play-in bracket here as we head in this matchup, and we'll definitely be seeing some demos, but there is a lot of importance into this matchup here tonight. Grebsy, both these teams fighting for that 8th and final spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. And the team that can clutch this will go up against the #1 Galaxy, and that's a tall order here. But that's for next week. Right now, we've got Lightspeed and we've got Blaze, and we don't know who's going to win this.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, Blaze coming off that 3-2 victory on Wednesday, Lightspeed a heartbreaking loss, on Monday. They've had some time to think about it, some time to rebound. Channel points are down in the chat. It looks like chat is split almost 50-50 there, with 52,000 on Lightspeed, 51,000 on Blaze. I guess some people are getting their bets in, so get your last little predictions in here. Grebsy, we got him in the lobby here. I'm gonna throw it to you quickly for a prediction. Who is gonna be moving on to I guess 2 weeks from now for the playoffs?
I'm going to go with Blaze here. I think they're going to keep the fire rolling from their own org, and they're just going to keep this going.
All right, well, we are going to have to see as we are underway here for match number 4 of the night, the final one in the Rival League play-in tournament. We've got Lightspeed in the red with Jtron, Demus, and Rio. And then in the yellowish orange there, we've got Blaze with Flame Intruder, Sprinkle, and Nathan. Is this one sent towards the net? Going to be put off to the side. And this one's sent down by Demus. And I know you mentioned the demos. I think it's Jtron, Demus are up there. Who else is up there? There's Jtron on cue. What get a demo, Grebsy?
Jtron first in demos per game, and then you've got Stellar as 5th in demos per game. So between the two of those, you should be seeing a lot of action happening. As if Demus is putting it in over the Lightspeed here.
Yeah, that one, Nathan just gets a touch out and Sprinkle just a little bit too slow. And Demus going to put it in the back of the net to start things out for Lightspeed. And Grebsy, on Monday, Lightspeed had a heartbreaking loss. They were a second away from going up 2-0 in the series there. Unfortunately, Demus was the one that kept the ball up there. Chimeras end up scoring with 0 seconds, winning the game there in overtime and, heading on to the playoffs. So, for me, it's all about how Lightspeed can respond, and I mean, they've had a good start so far.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's such a tough call to make, especially when the clock is at 0. Do you leave it up in the air? Do you try and ground it? And there's really no way to know. And it can always work against you as much as it can work for you. And sometimes you just want to let it go and restart that. As we have, Flames with the start here, they have all the stats going for them with only 1 save on Blaze side of things. I'm thinking Blaze is going to win this.
They definitely have a good shot here. They're definitely a solid team. I think if I had to make a prediction, I probably would have put Blaze, before the start of this matchup. But Lightspeed starting off with that first goal here. The great opportunities. This one can be passed out of midfield. The Flame Intruder looking for the shot. It's going to drop down right in front of the net. Follow-up attempt. Sprinkle can't quite put it in as Nathan is lurking on this ball. But it's going to be sent back down. Flame Intruder going to find a touch out. Nathan can't quite find it. This one shot towards the net, but Jtron can be back just in time to save that one away as it's dropped again. And Blaze really starting to turn up the pressure here as Demus sends it down. Jtron and try to help him out, but that one only so far as a midfield. Flame Intruder off the ceiling. Nathan can find a touch to the corner. Opportunity for Flame Intruder off the backboard. Follow-up attempt. Sprinkle denied by Demus as they can't quite put that one in. But Blaze, they are really starting to put on this pressure here. Lightspeed just, getting kind of suffocated in their own zone right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had Blaze here with all of the pressure on Lightspeed, and Blaze Lightspeed not able to get it out of their side of the field, and this is looking like it's going to go maybe towards Blaze with just teamwork overall. I'm feeling it towards Blaze.
Yeah, definitely. They've been finding each other there in the last couple minutes. An opportunity here on net. Nathan gonna try to hunt down Jatron. A dunk gonna come through and Sprinkle puts it off his body and into the net.
Yep, that was exactly what I was talking about here. A little teamwork there, going for the bump by Nathan. Doesn't quite get it, but Sprinkle able to top it in and put it into the goal still.
Just a huge dunk right there as Blaze able to tie it up. They had some good pressure here. I'm gonna find that one there. We saw that in their match with Vortex. They had some great pressure in that series. Able to squeak out that victory in Game 5 fashion. As this one sent down towards the net, but Demas just gonna get back in time. Demas trying to get to that one. Gonna be sent down. Rio gonna take it back to the corner. Sprinkle hunting down someone in the net there. This one popped up, try to carry it out. Rio not a lot of boost. Gonna pop it high over the top of one. Demas is gonna try to leave it, but Flame Intruder gets back in time. Lightspeed almost made it work. Right there as Rio jumps on that one. A bump attempt comes through off the backboard. Follow again and Sprinkle again. A big body man showing us that he is lifted.
Sprinkle just finding the open goal here. Well, not even the open goal. Pushing it through pressure over two of them. As you said, going to the gym, has a better gaming chair, has his monitor turned on, all the things going for him.
He's got it all working right here as he finds the second of the game for him and the second of the game for Blaze. As that one, just a huge mistake, and Jatron gonna make Blaze pay. I'm not really sure what they were thinking right here, taking this one back.
I think it's just miscommunication what they were doing there. We had Sprinkle going for the boost on mid and was not able to get back in time as Flame Intruder lost the 50 there.
Yeah, that one just a tough mistake right there from Flame Intruder. You don't usually see that from him too often, usually very solid, but just a little bit of a mistouch. Allows Lightspeed back into this game one. This one off the backboard follow-up attempt. Two Blaze defenders miss. But Rio can only go so far as take it to the side, finding the flip reset. This one pops up. Flame Intruder, not a lot of boost, can't connect. Neither can Jatron. Sprinkle doesn't quite have a touch as Nathan tries to bail him out, but it's still dangerous. This one hit off to the side with a minute remaining. Rio coming through with the dunk. That one gonna fly off the backboard. On the corner, Demas off the backboard. Bump attempts coming through for Lightspeed, and Rio turns around and fires it on.
A great shot here by Rio, and I've noticed that Flame Intruder is lagging, or at least his ping is off, and I don't know, maybe that's what happened right there. Wasn't able to connect for the save, and it just goes right over him.
Yeah, definitely a good one right there from Lightspeed. Able to find that one home, and now they find themselves up 3-2 with a couple seconds remaining here as the double commit comes through. Blaze, not a lot of boost to get this ball out. Sprinkle finally going to find some down in the midfield. Only so far as Rio, who sends that one back into the corner. Pinch comes through. 30 seconds now remaining. Lightspeed able to drop this one down. Jatron there first off the sidewall. Demas going to pop it up. Happy to waste this time away. Blaze really going to have to get on the attack. This one's sent back. Rio is going to take this one up here and try to take control. A lot of boost going to be demoed in the air there. It's an opportunity. Flame Intruder blocks this one, rolling down. Going to be shot towards the net. It's Sprinkle again. The hat trick to tie it up.
Another great shot here by Sprinkle here. He's just finding the, it's not even an open goal. It's just slotting it right between two defenders and right in the middle of the goal. A great shot there. Great aim.
Wow, that was beautiful. And Sprinkle wants to will his team this game one victory. But can they do it here? Or will we see overtime? Possibly Lightspeed coming back. This one off the corner. Blaze keeping it up. Nathan fires it towards the net. Rio gonna clear it out, but Blaze can't get around to it. And Grimsby overtime to start out game one.
You know, absolutely here. These teams have been playing so well against each other, but Blaze currently on the offensive, currently with the 2 goals, going to put it in, but Demas is going to be pushed to the side. I still think this one's going to go the way of Blaze.
Yeah, definitely could after that little comeback there. Can they find one here? They've got some good pressure for the moment. This ball's still in Lightspeed zone. Rio gonna bang it down, but Nathan was sitting there waiting. Jatron now taking control. It's a 2-on-2. Jatron gonna flick it up. This ball gonna drop down. Opportunity there. Can't quite connect. Sprinkle gonna send it off to the side there. Demas up high as Nathan sends this one down. Jatron gonna take control of Flame Intruder. They're gonna take this one and gonna send it up high. Try to stay with it. Flip reset. Gonna try to get it down. Can't quite find it though. Sprinkle gonna bang it down. Opportunity. Nathan trying to find the redirect, but Demas with not a lot of boost able to get that one out. As Jatron taking it down, trying to flick it by Flame Intruder. He's forced to use up his boost and take that one as Jatron. A little bit of a boost still here. This Blaze gonna be starved there. Sprinkle gonna find that boost. Able to keep him in the corner for the moment. But this one popped just a little bit wide. Rio not quite able to get back to that one. As Blaze, two members stuck in that corner. Sprinkle is there. This one fired off the backboard. Nathan, good luck. Say your prayers, and he is gonna have him answer. That one goes off the post there. Lightspeed almost found it in as they're starting to really get on the attack here. Grebsy trying to fire one through.
Yeah, no, again, eating my own words here. As I said, Blaze was in control. Lightspeed has shown me I was wrong. They have taken over this entire overtime here together as Blaze are just trying to get it out with Rio putting it slightly high, a double on the backboard into the goal.
Rio, what a great shot here. Nathan makes an amazing save with not a lot of boost, but Rio over the top, down and in. Lightspeed in OT, take game one.
Yeah, this is, both teams are playing very well right now. You know, it's been back and forth. There's no way to know who is going to come out on top with this. This matchup could very easily go to a game 5. I feel it on this one specifically. You know, we see Lightspeed. They have, you know, their 4 goals. They had, you know, was that 11 saves to their 9 shots versus 3 saves for Blaze, and that was just enough for the difference there.
Yeah, that 11-3 save differential is crazy despite the shots. So it definitely goes to show that Lightspeed, well, I guess Blaze has put on some good opportunities. Lightspeed, they just put on some quantity, and it ended up working there with a great finish in game number 1. And now, Grebsy, as we head into game 2, do you think Blaze needs to change anything up too drastically to try to bring this one back?
I'm not really seeing anything they're doing that I could comment on as, you know, a novice person myself here, but just watching, you know, they're playing well with each other and they're getting their touches and they're making passes, but it's just not enough as Sprinkle gonna take this in over 2 of the defenders.
Yeah, he's gonna put it in the back of the net, and Sprinkle just putting on a clinic, a little fake, a little flip reset, a little dunk on top of their heads. And you know, Sprinkle, again, he is the one player that's really stepping up for Blaze right now. And Grubsy, sometimes you need that in these matches. You know, it's a win or go home here in the play-ins. You know, if you can't find a win, your season is over, and you need someone that's gonna step up and perform well.
Absolutely, and it's so hard. Like, you can't force that stepping up, right? Like, it just happens naturally within the game. And Sprinkle is here showing that he's got it. He is the current dominant player on the field against all other 5 players. He is just firing on all cylinders right now. He's got Flame Intruder helping him out as a very solid teammate here. I think just the 2 of them together are very difficult for Lightspeed to find defense against.
Definitely so. As this one dropping down, Nathan trying to find it, but Demas able to get back just in time to push that one away. As this one, an open net opportunity, and Flame Intruder is going to roll it in. I think some demos open up some space there.
A whole bunch of demos coming up here by Blaze. And yeah, as you said, just opening up space and an open goal for, who was that, Lightspeed? Or not Lightspeed, Flame Intruder to walk that in.
Yeah. So 2-0 there, and yeah, it looked like a little bit of a double commit, and then the demo on the 3rd just opened up that space, and Blaze was able to put it through as they find themselves up 2-0 here, trying to tie this series up here. Send this to game number 3 at 1 apiece. Sprinkle sending this one back. It's dropping down. Nathan, dangerous ball. Gonna find just enough of a touch as Demas. He's taking control now. Gonna flick it by 1, trying to get it by a 2nd here. 50 comes through. The Blaze continue to take this one. Taking some slow control over the top of 1. It's Nathan. Nathan trying to take it down, trying to demo Rio. Instead, going to find a bump. Pops out of the midfield. Lightspeed going to clear it down, forcing Sprinkle to go back all by himself here. Going to try to flick it up. Got his boost stolen, but it's going to get it by a 2nd for a moment. As Demas finds that one, trying to 50 it through. They're by 3. The net is open. They just got to drive it home. And Nathan takes it all the way down.
It's a great play here. He gets it through all 3 defenders on Lightspeed here and makes the hardest goal in Rocket League. The open net puts it right in.
Yeah, that is the most difficult one there for sure. At that time, he's able to walk it down and put it in the back of the net. So good on Nathan there. And Blaze, they really found some pressure And Lightspeed, Grebsy, I feel like they've just been overcommitting so much in this game.
I agree. I think Lightspeed's trying to force things to happen as Flame Intruder from midfield putting that in over Demus, I believe that was. Or, yeah, I believe it was Demus.
Yeah, it looks like it was. Flame Intruder just a nice shot in Demus, no boost to work with. Tough spot to be in as that one finds the back of the net. And man, that's just a tough one to watch there for them. But I mean, Blaze on their end, they're just kind of rolling right now. Everything is going their way.
It's very smooth for them indeed, and as you said, I think Lightspeed is just I don't want to say trying too hard. I don't think that's the right way to do it, but they're not playing calm in that they're getting caught out, they're getting doubled on, or they're double committing. They're just not playing well with each other, and Blaze just has all the confidence here and all the time in the world for this match.
Yeah, they do as another demo comes through. Sprinkle's gonna put it home. Another one for him. Finds the back of the net. And Blaze, they are just working the demo to perfection.
And it's tough, you know, if it's in your head, you know, you're watching out for that demo. It's part of the psychology of the game. You know, if you got someone who's very strong at it, it's very hard to watch the ball and avoid demos at the exact same time as Demus off the goal, not putting it in. But it is psychology, though. You know, you get those demos start early, and they're hard to avoid.
Yeah, they definitely are there. And we've seen Blaze using those demos there to result in a couple of goals in this one. And we talked about it. Definitely some big bodies here on both these teams finding these demos. They don't mess around with those. And Blaze a 5-0 here. This game number 2, looking to tie this one up. Is that one? Oh my goodness, a great read, but not quite ready as more demos rain down on the pitch. It is just a hail of fire on the pitch right now. Some more demos come through. A minute 30. This one drops down, but a great little passing play. Dima's gonna find that one in. Great little touch right there.
Yeah, great pass off the wall there from Jtron down to Demus again. The little give and go there, and Lightspeed attempting to do what they can here to come back, but it's 1-5 with a minute and a half left. Hard to do.
Yeah, it is very tough. Some might even say impossible, but you never know what can happen, I guess, in Nemesis here, and especially in the postseason. This one flicked off the backboard. 2 attackers commit for Lightspeed, but Demus with a great read. As Blaze keeps it in, another slight double commit from Jtron. Is this one going back towards Blaze's own net, almost own goal on the redirect. No one from Blaze with much boost to work with. Trying to grab some pads. This one's out in the midfield. Flame Intruder. Good luck there. He makes an amazing save with only 12 boost to his name. As Blaze again gonna triple commit on that one though. As Lightspeed, they're really trying again off the backboard. Nathan trying to get to it. Here comes Demus. He's gonna put it in, and the boost starvation, it pays off.
You know, it's not over until it's over, and we see Lightspeed here putting everything they have into this. We got Blaze just kind of stuck in goal because they couldn't go anywhere with all the shots that were coming back to back to back to back, and one of them finally went in.
Yeah, and Lightspeed really here, Grebsy, in the last like 30-40 seconds, they've really started putting on some great pressure. And you know, even if they can't find 3 more goals here in the final 40 seconds, they definitely have found something to kind of give them some confidence heading into the next game.
Absolutely, completely different team. It's feeling like where Lightspeed is just not connecting with each other. I don't know if Blaze did anything different here, but they have reconnected with each other. They're finding each other. They're making plays. They're making passes. And Lightspeed needs to re-answer this here coming up into the next game if they want to stay in this.
They definitely do. Trying to find one more. Demus is there. Follow-up attempt from Rio. They're trying to send the house right now. We're down in the final 15 seconds, but might just be a little bit too late. Is Blaze going to clear this one out? Oh my goodness, look at that pinch. Demus with an insane save. Wow, denying the highlight reel play with a highlight play of his own. But unfortunately for him, not going to matter too much as this game is over. Finding one more Flame Intruder with a 0-second dagger.
A little bit of psychology there right at the end, you know, just the and one. You know, we've already won it, but let's get one more. And this is down to Lightspeed here. They need to step this up. Blaze has very much stepped up their game, and Lightspeed needs to answer.
Yeah, definitely so there. And well, we're gonna have to find out if they can do so. I mean, what do you want to see heading into this next game, Grebsy, from Lightspeed to kind of bring this one back?
They're just missing the team plays. You know, they've got great challenges. They're doing great 50s, but they're not doing it cohesively together. So that's where they need to pick this up is make those same plays, but have their second be there for them. If they can start doing that, then you're going to have Blaze looking much more scared than they currently are.
Yeah, definitely so. We're gonna have to see if they can do that, as we're gonna be heading into a game number 3 here, and this one is so important. I mean, both these teams had. I mean, I feel like for me, Grebsy, I feel like Blaze has just the slight edge from how they performed in this last game, and they kept game 1 close. Lightspeed didn't really keep this last game close, but you never know what can happen heading into game 3. And we're gonna have to see if Blaze can keep up that same sort of aggression. It can be very hard to do, especially with the pressure. I mean, I guess it's probably not feeling too much pressure at this point, but the pressure of the postseason.
Absolutely, and I agree. While Blaze does appear to have the upper hand here, it is still so close to call that it could be anybody's game, with Rio trying to put that on goal. Like, I honestly, if you ask me now, I still cannot tell you which team I think is going to win overall here.
Definitely, it's close between these teams. We're gonna have to see who is gonna squeak it out and who is gonna move on to the playoffs here. This is the finale of the Rival League play-in tournament. Lightspeed versus Blaze, both 1-1 in this series. Blaze trying to make it back-to-back, trying to put themselves on series point. This Flame Intruder trying to find the musty there, didn't quite find what he was looking for. Gonna try to leave it for his teammate maybe, but a little bit of miscommunication allows Demas to pass it to Rio off the backboard there. Jtron coming through on the follow, but Flame Intruder denies him away. It's still floating there, and Demas turns around and puts it in. Lightspeed on top.
That was only a matter of time here. You saw it, that almost triple miscommunication by Blaze from midfield. No one was covering where they needed to be. They were all stuck together, and Lightspeed here just taking advantage of it and putting it in.
Yeah, Lightspeed again, they capitalized on a couple mistakes, and they might capitalize on one more. Demas sending it in 2-0 real quick.
As I said, there's no way to know who is going to win this. Every game is different here, and Lightspeed stepping up real fast with just barely a minute past. Lightspeed showing they're still in this.
Yeah, definitely so. They're not out of it by any means, and they're carrying the momentum, I think, from the final seconds of that last game. Even though they got the 0 second scored on them, they had some good momentum. As Nathan gonna slot this one perfectly placed, and man, Grebsy, these players are shooting the lights out.
It's absolutely, and this is just a good shot here under Demas from the save. Rio not able to get there, just on the right side of the goal where he needed to put it for it to go in.
Yeah, and that's just beautifully done right there by Blaze as they try to bring it back. And oh my goodness, look at that redirect just off the backboard. Demas is going to make the save, as that one was almost just a highlight reel play. Instead, we're still going to be all tied up here. Or, excuse me, not tied up here. Lightspeed going to be on top 2-1, tied up in the series, but not in this game. Is a nice touch over the top. This one floated towards the net. It's going to go off the post, and Lightspeed not quite ready for that one. This one sent back in. Rio throwing this one high off the backboard. Lightspeed trying to keep this pressure going. Demas over the top of one. Flame Intruder trying to get it out, looking to stay with it. Gonna 50 with Jtron, keeping this ball up high. Rio gonna be the one up to this one, gonna beat out Sprinkle, sending it towards the backboard. Nathan only one with boost, can't quite find the connection there. Flame Intruder gonna have to get that one after picking up that corner. This one popped into the ceiling. Nathan gonna send this one down. Rio is up. Nathan over the top of him. Jtron on that one, gonna clear it out there. And Blaze almost caught off guard, but not quite able to do so, as we're approaching halfway. Grebsy and Blaze still find themselves down by 1.
Yeah, but they are on the attack here. As much as Lightspeed is trying to put it in their goal, I feel like Blaze has the slight upper hand here going into the second half of this match. That said, Blaze, or Lightspeed right here, trying to put one in goal, not able to find it. If Blaze wants to come back here, they're going to need the control and the speed to make it go in, just like that.
Oh my goodness, Sprinkle, another perfectly placed shot. Flame Intruder sends it out. Sprinkle, look at this angle, and Jtron, everything he could do, he tried to cut the angle down. But I mean, what are you going to do against perfect placement and speed right there? As that one finds the back of the net. Blaze able to tie this one up here, 2-2. Can they take the lead over the top of one? Demas gonna bump Sprinkle away from that one. It's Jtron You get 50 by 2 Blaze attackers. This one's out in the midfield. Little touch pass down, but just a little too fast for Flame and Shooter Rio. Going for the pinch. Able to send it down to the Blaze zone. This one pass across could be dangerous. Flame and Shooter trying to flip out to a J-Tron off the backboard. Can't find the touch. Demas coming in, taking it off the backboard. Looking for the double tap. Finds the dunk, but Nathan and company are going to 50 that one out. And great defense again. Blaze, it seems like after the first little bit there, Grebsy have really locked in on the defensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. And as much as the ball is still on their side of the field, I think they are controlling this so far. There have been some good shots by Lightspeed, but Blaze has been there the entire time with Rio up. Nathan again on the defenses there. They're making great saves. They're making great plays, and it's going to go in their favor eventually.
Definitely will if they can keep this pressure up. As this ball still dangerous towards the backboard. Opportunity for a shot. Follow coming through, but denied away. As Lightspeed just starving the boost. J-Tron gonna keep this one up high. Here comes Demas off the backboard, but he's gonna get shut down as J-Tron keeping the pressure in. Again off the backboard. Here comes Rio. It's off the post. He can't find it. And Demas though turns it around. Bottom left.
Demas showing why he is first in shooting percentage overall here for this this league. From the left side, a nice cut in and just able to find the left side of that goal.
Yeah, just able to sneak it in. We talked about it. Grebsy, the pressure is just too much for Lightspeed. They were doing a good job, or too much for Blaze, excuse me. Lightspeed is doing a great job of keeping that pressure on, and eventually Blaze just cracked, and Lightspeed has retaken their lead. As we're into the final 40 seconds of game number 3. Who's going to put themselves one win away from the playoffs? This ball popped down. Flame Shooter with a good touch, but he's going to be demoed for his efforts. This one popping up high. Demas taking control. J-Tron able to send it down. J-Tron looking to find the dunk. Oh my goodness, he dunks it on his head.
A crazy dunk from the side here, able to put it in. That's a insane read from the wall even, and just Lightspeed taking game number 3, and they're running away with it right now.
Yeah, they're really making it their own after it got tied up. Can they hold on for the final 30 seconds? Put themselves one win away. J-Tron up there, gonna find a touch, able to keep that one up high. Flame Intruder off the sidewall looking for the redirect, can't find it. Nathan trying to go underneath, he can't connect. This one, a huge touch towards the net. It's a dangerous ball. It's gonna go in. Oh my goodness, Demas, what a redirect.
I don't even know how he did this from that angle, but that's an incredible play right there, you know, just a little bit, able to pop it through and put it right on, like an incredible play.
Oh my goodness, I mean, that was just insane, an insane shot right there from Demas to find the back of the net. And like we said, these players are just shooting the lights out as Rio is going to sneak another one. And now it's a 6-2 margin for Lightspeed this time.
Lightspeed has picked up their game absolutely here, and Blaze needs to start playing a little bit faster if they want to keep up with them, because Lightspeed is running away with this match.
Yeah, Lightspeed, they have definitely shown up here after this game was tied 2-2. 4 unanswered from them, and well, there's going to be an answer. Flame Intruder is going to find an answer, but it might be a little bit too late, I'd say.
I would agree with you with, you know, no miracles notwithstanding here. I think 8 seconds is a bit too short for 3 goals to happen, but I've eaten my own words before, and I would love to do so now.
I mean, if we saw that, that'd be an all-time moment here. We'll have to see is the final second going to tick away, and that's not going to do it there, as Lightspeed, they are going to come through with this Game 3 victory, and now 1 win away from the playoffs, 1 win away from a redemption here, as Sprinkle going to find 1 more for the road, and well, that's some momentum there for Blaze.
Absolutely, and I agree. And Blaze definitely, you know, they got these last 2 goals in right at the last minute here, but I still think Lightspeed are going to be the ones who are going to carry this one away. That's where I'm throwing my hat in for here for game number 4 coming up, or game number 3, 4.
Yeah, but it'll be game number 4 coming up next. Yeah, Lightspeed up 2-1 in this game, or in this series, excuse me. And I mean, look at that performance. Look at those shots. More than double Lightspeed did to Blaze. 16-7 Grebsy. And I mean, the demos working out. J-Tron with 5 demos, of course, just putting in a demo clinic. And, you know, now they find themselves 1 win away from a date with Galaxy.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, that entire game was in Lightspeed's favor. They had the ball in their control on Blaze's half of the field for more than half of that match. And the numbers show it. You know, they had the control there.
Yeah, definitely so here. As I mean, it's gonna be interesting. What do you need to see from Blaze here, Grebsy, as we try to get into game number 4 shortly.
Blaze needs to be challenging Lightspeed a little bit faster. I'm finding that while they are there making their defensive plays, they're a little last minute. They're after Lightspeed's already made their attempt on a shot. So if they want to bring this back, they need to start stopping them before they can make those shots.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree with that. I would agree with that for sure. And I mean, Lightspeed, they just had so much aggression, it seemed like, in that game number 3. And well, we're going to have to see if they can keep it going in a game number 4. Always spicy to go to Forbidden Temple. We'll see if we can get our first game 5 of the night. That's what we're looking for here, is we're getting a little bit of a server reset, so bear with us there. But I mean, on the other end, Lightspeed, they really just what do they got to do? What do you need to see from them to lock this one down?
Keep the pressure going, you know. They're on top as far as speed goes. They're not overcommitting. They're playing very smart, and if they just keep exactly what they're doing going, I think they can run away with this this 4th match and not need to go into a game 5. Their teamwork is together. Their play style is working. They're covering each other. It's just very smooth all over.
Yeah, definitely. So it looked very solid for them. But yeah, we'll have to see as I think we're all good here to get it going, but it looks like
it's looking like it, yeah.
Okay, I think we're all good. They wanna remake it real quick. We'll remake it one more time here.
One more, all right.
We'll get it all sorted. A little bit of ping issues on that lobby too, but it happens sometimes. But we'll work it through. But I mean, Grubsy, this is just such a crucial game for Blaze here heading into this game. And I mean, the pressure though, being down 1-2 in the series is definitely going to be on them here.
Absolutely. And if Blaze want to stay in this, I think they need to step up their aggression. I think they need to find some more demos, try to throw Lightspeed off their game. They're working too smoothly right now, and the more Blaze can do to disrupt what they're trying to do, the better time Blaze is going to have. So really looking for maybe some more bumps, more demos, just coming out of Blaze here.
Yeah, definitely. So we could definitely see some. We will have to find out here as got him back in. Gonna test it out real quick and see if we're looking all good here. And then we should be able to get into this one very shortly here. So, alrighty. But yeah, it's gonna be a spicy one in game 4 here. Heading up in just a second here as
everyone left.
I think they want one more here. You know, that's a struggle. We're playing server roulette right now, Grebsy, trying to find a good server. That's on me. Should have got the map correct the last time, and we'd be all good. But you know, I'm just getting too excited getting into these matchups. You know, I was just ready to go. I pressed the ready button. I was ready to get into the next one, get to Forbidden Temple, but alas, I didn't have an Unforbidden Temple, so we had to get it there.
Yeah. And you know, you just got to pay off the Epic Games servers, people. You know.
Yeah.
You got to get the primary. You know, you have to get the preferred server status, and then you get it works every time. No problem.
Sweet. Alrighty. Well, then we will get them. It looks like they're all good.
Looks good. Looks good.
We'll get them in. Let's get them all joined up. Best of luck. All is good. The ping is good. The match is good. Hopefully this game will be good here as we're heading into game number 4. Forbidden Temple. Lightspeed is leading here 2-1 in the series, but can Blaze battle back? Postseason lives are on the line here, Grebsy, as you know, we talked about it, but this is your season right here. You have to win this game right here to force a game 5 for Blaze.
Absolutely, and it is now or never, as you said. Blaze has been playing very well. We've seen Sprinkle and Flame Intruder playing with each other very well, and Sprinkle's going to bring it all the way down the field and put that in. A great shot.
Yeah, and that one, just a huge 50, and Sprinkle just catching Rio out there. Rio just a little bit too far up, no one behind him. Demas was trying to get back, but instead it's Sprinkle. And I mean, Rebsy, what more can we say about Sprinkle's performance? I feel like since game 1, Sprinkle has just been finding the great answers that Blaze needed.
Absolutely. And what I was trying to say there on that last one even is Flame Intruder and Sprinkle, as well as they've been working together, they have not really been incorporating Nathan into the plays as often as they could. And I think that might be where they're lacking here against Lightspeed, whereas all three Lightspeed players are involved in almost every play that's happening. So they just need to get all three of them working together if Blaze wants to continue winning this. And they've already got the upper hand right now, so they just need to keep it going.
Definitely so, and that's a great way to start out this game number 4. Well, Lightspeed, their offense has been very potent. Can they battle back here? This one out in the corner, firing it across. A little bit too far for Jtron. Sprinkle gonna get that one out for a moment. As Demus sets this one up, still a lot of boost to work with, trying to fire this one around. But instead, it's gonna be heading back towards Lightspeed zone. Up is one there. As Rio gonna send this one down. Jtron trying to find this 50, looking to stay with it. Nathan cleared out for a moment, but Rio sends it across only as far as Flame Intruder. Sprinkle banging this one down. Not a lot of boost. Demus can't quite connect. And that one, he's going to make him pay. Sprinkle finds another.
That's another great play here by almost Flame Intruder and Sprinkle, but Sprinkle sets himself up here and able to get it past all three of Lightspeed's defenders and slot that right into the goal.
And that's just a huge play and not a lot of boost on that one either, as they're going to find it in the back of the net. Is that one going to be flung across, almost finding its way through. This one going to be sent down. Lightspeed taking it back to their own corner. Demus taking this one up, can't quite find the follow there. Flame Intruder off the backboard, dangerous ball. Jtron can't connect, but his teammates can help him out there. This one's still hanging around the corners. Demo coming through. Sprinkle able to keep it in. Rio looking to take control, trying to find a good 50 here. Finds one, but Nathan is there, cut off by Demus. Opportunity. That one not quite going to go. Sprinkle not going to get to that one. His 50's coming through. This ball's still a little bit dangerous for Blaze. This popped up, no one with boost. It's going to be Demus first, passing it down. What a dime for Jtron. Oh, he can't quite get to it, but good look there as, wait a minute, I'm going to flick this one in the net. Rio taking it around the Doomsy.
Rio, a little bit of a doomsday here, and Lightspeed need to do this if they want to stay in it. Right now, Blaze, all the control, all the pressure, they got the game going for them, and they are looking to make this a game 5 if Blaze can possibly continue to win here.
Definitely, they're trying to, but Lightspeed not going to be so quick to let that happen. This one off the ceiling. Sprinkle trying to stay with this one. It's Rio looking across. Jtron is there, taking his time, flicking it off the backboard, trying to find another. That one just gonna be touched out. Rio, a little bit of a double commit. The net is open. Blaze just gotta try to get it going, but not enough boost, not enough positioning to capitalize on Lightspeed's overcommit. This one sent in off the backboard, gonna be flicked up high. Flame Intruder finding one touch, sending it down. Lightspeed able to get this one up. Rio and Jtron both go. This one sent off the backboard. Dangerous ball. Sprinkle can't connect. Neither can Jtron. He side flips away. Demus there. Jtron with a demo. Opened up a little bit of space. Dangerous ball. Rio's up again off the backboard. Jtron still finding that one through, but no one quite ready for Lightspeed there as Blaze get it cleared down. But they hit some good pressure right there as a demo comes through. Wait a minute. Sprinkle shooting it off the corner. It's not going to go. It's just off the post. That one could have been a huge 3-1 lead, but instead, this one pinched down towards the net, and Rio's going to put it in.
That is a 2-2 tie right there by Rio, off an amazing aggression here. Just happened to catch Blaze on the back foot. I was about to say Blaze up 2-1 early, and they looked like they were just kind of sitting and not really trying to score anymore, but just keep the game safe for themselves, and that kind of bit them in the butt here in the end.
Yeah, definitely so. You can't play complacent here in the postseason. You got to be attacking at all times, especially with a team so aggressive like Lightspeed that we saw. They played so fast in that last game, able to win that game, scoring 6 goals. Oh my goodness, that is a huge pop from Rio. Huge flip reset. This one dropping down. Nathan gonna send this one up high. Blaze gonna have to try to find an answer here. Will we see overtime here, or can Blaze force the game 5? This one, Nathan off the corner there, can be sent down. Sprinkle trying to get this one. It's sent to the corner. Flame Intruder being chased there. This one is sent back down. The minute remaining. Demus towards the net. 2 Blaze defenders are going to attack, but Flame Intruder gets it by 2 of Lightspeed. This one out of the midfield. Control. Demus going to cut it off on Sprinkle there. As the time is ticking, Blaze got to be the one to answer. Lightspeed could send themselves to the playoffs right here with a win. As this one, oh no, a dangerous touch. It's floating. It's in. Calamity for Lightspeed again.
You hate to see it with 37 seconds left. An attempted pop back to mid for his own team, and it just goes all the way back into his own goal off the top bar. Very unfortunate.
Oh no, for Lightspeed, could it be another catastrophic moment that leads to their downfall? Or can they battle through this one? We talked about it on their last matchup on Monday. They left the ball up with 0 seconds and ended up losing the series, and now an unfortunate touch allows Blaze to take the lead. Can Lightspeed answer back to force OT? This one popped up in the midfield. Here comes Rio looking for the shot. It's going to go a little bit wide. This one, Sprinkle, able to send it down only as far as Jtron. Jtron gonna get it by 2. Flame Intruder gonna clear it out though. The seconds are ticking away. Lightspeed gotta make one more touch, but that one gonna be put in by Flame Intruder, and he wants game 5.
That's going to seal the deal right there for Blaze, I believe. And as you said, we are going to game 5 here in our third match of the night. Third matchup of the night. And Blaze, 4th. I'm really good at counting. Blaze showing that they won it here. You know, they've not yet given up.
They have not. And one more for the road. Sprinkle. Yes, sir. And wow, how the tables can turn that quickly, Grebsy. I mean, I think there was like 30 seconds left, and all of a sudden, from 2-2 to 5-2.
It's incredible how fast that just changed for 3 goals there with 30 seconds left, as you said. Blaze coming out real strong and just taking it away. You know, I said they were sitting pretty and they were sitting safe, and I was wrong.
Yeah, we were wrong about that one for sure, as they have forced a game 5. And Grebsy, I mean, I don't want to have to bring it up again, but I mean, Lightspeed, they were up against the Chimeras, about to go 2-0 in the series. A misplay just leads to heartbreak at 0 seconds, and this one, they had a chance. They weren't necessarily winning, they were tied. Unfortunate touch leads to an own goal there, and now it gives Blaze another chance. And, you know, I don't want to say it, but it's got to be in their heads.
Oh, absolutely, and you know Blaze is happy about this. You know, they're sitting pretty with themselves, and as much as you can try to not think about it for Lightspeed, it's going to be in your head. So they need to come out real strong here and make this game theirs if Lightspeed wants to win it. Otherwise, I think Blaze might walk away here.
Yeah, Blaze, can they clutch up in another game 5? They beat Vortex on Wednesday to win that one and head to this matchup right here. Lightspeed looking to clutch up themselves here in a game number 5. Who has got the ice in their veins? Who will clutch up for their team? As huge mistakes in the midfield. This ball high up for Blaze, an opportunity, but Demas able to get back. And Grebsy, this is so important for both these two teams to come out with the first goal. The last couple games have been so back and forth. It seems like whoever comes out first usually has a great opportunity to win the game.
Yeah, I think you are correct there. I think it's who's ever been able to score first has, in the end, ended up winning these games. That said, Rio trying to find an open goal, not able to put it in there. Blaze are playing very well with each other right now. They've stepped it up, and they are finding Lightspeed just slightly awkward here. So I'm thinking this one might go the way of Blaze, but I don't want to cast or curse it.
Yeah, definitely. So Blaze definitely got to have the momentum on their side after that last victory. But it's all a whole new ball game in game 5 here. A little bit of a double commit comes through from Blaze, but that one gonna go around the defender. Nathan slots it home.
Nathan, a great shot from the outside here. You have both Flame Intruder and Sprinkle in the corner, but he commits and just gets it past Demas and the other 2 defenders there. A great shot.
Yeah, that was perfectly placed, and Blaze keeping up their pressure here in game number 5. Can they close it off, or will Lightspeed answer back? Their offense has been so potent. But again, I think it's so mental right now for Lightspeed. They've got to mentally forget that happened, forget the mistakes from the past, and come out strong here in this game 5. As they've double committed again, some panic possibly ensuing. Rio can find a touch off the backboard. Demas, he finds another. Is that one rolling down? Rio gonna find a 50. This one pops up. Jtron with an opportunity, sending that one towards the net, but clear to the corner. Only so far, but a good double touch from Flame Intruder. Able to keep that one away. As Rio sends this one down. Demas, hard off the backboard. Sprinkle awkward. This one opportunity. Rio can't quite get it down though. As Jtron trying to find this pressure. He's rolling in. Flame Intruder gonna send this one out. Rolling back now. Rio gonna be dunked out. This ball into the corner. As Demas trying to stick with this one. Sent across. Flame Intruder is there. He's sniping it by the defense.
It's another great goal by the Blaze here, and including last match, had just 5 unanswered goals in a row from Blaze. You know Lightspeed has to be feeling this. You know, they've had the shots on goal, they've had the pressure, but it's not been controlled. Blaze has been in control of this match the entire way.
Yeah, they really have here in this game number 5. Lightspeed, how do they answer back? They need to find some of these plays. They've looked so good at times, but then just look so out of sorts at others. And they've got to find their controlled play style here. As this one sent down, Sprinkle with an absolute laser off the backboard. It's still popped up high, dangerous ball, but no one from Blaze ready to challenge. Happy to take it slow, but that was almost their demise in the last game. Grebzy, they got up to an early 2-0 lead as we pass halfway, and they kind of sat back and waited, and that's how Lightspeed was able to come back.
It's hard not to do that, right? Like, you know, you're up 2-0, half the game left. Statistically speaking, you should be fine on this. You know, you play it safe, you play it smart, but you can't let that happen, because if you start doing that, then the other team will get their own momentum back, and it'll turn it around on you. So you have to keep the pressure 100% of the time going.
Definitely so, and Blaze, they're trying to keep the pressure, but right now it's in Lightspeed's control. A demo comes through, Jtron off the backboard, huge miss comes through, Flame Intruder dunk down, it's dropping, opportunity again off the backboard. That's a tough ball to read, they can't find it, and Jtron's gonna come through, and Lightspeed is on the board.
We're looking like we were just in the last match as well here. You know, we had Blaze up 2-0, and Lightspeed having their answer real fast here. 2 minutes left. This could go either way.
Yeah, they are not out of it yet here in game number 5. Lightspeed able to get on the board, but do they have what it takes to fully tie this one up? Nathan off the backboard, he can't find a touch, dangerous ball, and Demas puts it bottom left. We're tied at 2.
This is a great spot. This is probably the only spot he could score on this goal. We had Nathan, or was it Sprinkle, coming across the goal all the way there. Just that left side is where he could score, and he did it.
He's able to put it in. A minute 48, all tied up at 2 apiece. Playoffs on the line for both these two teams. Next goal is going to be a massive one here for both these teams. Lightspeed again, high off the backboard. Blaze not quite ready to go, and Jtron makes him pay. Bottom right, he takes the lead for Lightspeed.
And here we are again, Lightspeed showing the pressure, showing that they still want it, and they've got the skills. They're here, and Blaze unable to rebuttal here against these 3 goals in a row for them. This is going in Lightspeed's favor right now.
It looks like there was a little bit of a backflip from Flame Intruder, and that allowed Lightspeed to retake this lead here. Blaze, do they have another answer in them? As this one, a minute 30, Demas off the ceiling, dropping it down. This one gonna be sent out a long way, but Rio flipping back, able to get to that one. This one pinched down right to Demas though, was able to send it up off the corner. Demas finds a touch, gonna get it by 1, but this one's sent back. Jtron gonna take control. He's going to pick up that boost, take it to the ceiling, over the top of 1, can't quite find another, but Demas, he's going to send it down. Flame Intruder was waiting though. Jtron takes him out of commission, a little touch pass down, and it's going to go in. Rio takes another goal for Lightspeed.
This is the great 3-person team play here. We get Jtron with the bump. We've not seen Blaze using bumps or demos really that much at all, and Lightspeed going to take this in their favor here and put them up 4-2.
4-2 now. With a minute remaining, Blaze, their season on the line. It's Sprinkle again. He puts it in, and only down by 1.
There's the return from Blaze, showing that they're still in this. I think that was a total of 3 seconds there between those 2 goals. And a 4-3. This could. I still don't know who's going to win this.
I couldn't tell you either, as every time Grebzy, Blaze needed an answer, it's been Sprinkle. He puts in another big goal. But can they find another one? 50 seconds remaining in this game number 5. Win or go home. Blaze sending this one down. It's dropping. It's dangerous. It's going to be pinched out, though, as Lightspeed trying to stay on the attack here. Flame Intruder over the top of 1. He's over the top of a couple. Able to send it down, but not a lot of boost to work with. He's going to take it up. The boost doesn't spawn, though. Flipping it out by 1. Sprinkle trying to get to it. But it's sent down. 30 seconds remaining. Demas towards the net. Oh, it's saved off the post just in time. As he's able to keep his team alive here, but they got to get on offense. They got to get going with 20 seconds remaining. Nathan sending it down. Demas, he's going to take control. Blaze might have one more shot at this. Demas playing time, getting it by 1, looking at 50th second, is sprinkled by him. Can they put this one through? It's going to be pinched a long way. And they might have one more attack here. Can they get it going, or will Lightspeed end it off? Double commit comes through. Rio, He can't get it. They're over 1, trying to keep it up. It's popped up in the midfield. Flame Intruder to Nathan off the backboard. Demas makes the save. The ball's still floating there to the corner. Demas, it's going to keep up. Can Blaze take it all the way around? This one to the ground. It's over. Lightspeed survives the final seconds.
A good win there by Lightspeed, not letting that ball stay up and finding the ground. It is very difficult when you come down to that 0 seconds. The ground is the most difficult part of the field to hit sometimes, and showing there with Blaze almost making a comeback. They were there all the way, just not able to score it, and we have Lightspeed here with the winners overall.
Yeah, Lightspeed gonna find some redemption there, and they do make the playoffs after everything. It was a crazy series there, and Blaze, they did the best they could to make it happen. But I mean, Grubsy just enough for Lightspeed to hold on and win in Game 5.
Absolutely, and that was an amazing series played by both teams. I honestly did. There was no favor through all of that. They were both teams were on it. There was no knowing who was going to come away with a win here, and Lightspeed was just able to, on this last match at the very end, make it happen for themselves, and they get to go on and play Galaxy here, coming up the #1 seed. If they keep playing like that, then Galaxy might be in trouble.
Yeah, they very well could be, but congratulations to them. We got to keep things moving, folks, as that matchup went a little bit long, but we've got the final matchup of the night coming up in just a couple minutes here. We have got Origin taking on Warhawks. It is going to be a good one in the Prospect League final matchup of the play-in tournament coming up next. I'm going to be back in the booth one final time with Mr. Mallow coming up shortly, so make sure you guys stick around, and we'll see you guys in a few.